guilt does not work in reattracting an ex. And so, a lot of these videos are based on no contact and how no contact is kind of the best guideline to use, but not every situation calls for no contact. And so those situations where you are not in no contact, or situations where you're in no contact but you reach out to try and guilt your ex into coming back, it doesn't work. It will not work, and here is exactly why. You see, after a period of the breakup, we need to be giving ourselves some time. Because as I've said in previous videos, you are just not going to think clearly. The first week, maybe even the second week after a breakup, it's not going to happen, right? So my official recommendation is give yourself a couple of weeks to just breathe. Breathe it out. Make sure that you're doing things that are helpful to you and your mental health and your emotional health. That will help you think from a more logical standpoint. And now after that's done, a lot of people will have the impulse to reach out and guilt trip their ex into coming back. Or maybe they tried to guilt trip their ex before the relationship was over. Or maybe you've never gone into no contact and you're constantly guilting your ex, saying certain things like, "Do you like breaking my heart?" Or trying to use maybe even some manipulation and saying things like, "I just want you to know that if you go date somebody new, make sure that they treat you really well and don't break your heart." The reason you're saying these things is perhaps you mean them, but overall, you're trying to get a reaction from your ex. This is not attractive. This is not going to win them back. The best thing you can do after a breakup is nothing. Give yourself the time and the space. Time will help you heal. Space will help your ex miss you. And space will help you clear your head. That's why we do these things. But ultimately, you might say, "Okay, Rory, well, what's happening here? I don't understand. I thought that if I don't contact my ex, I have no shot of getting them back, and so what do? How will doing absolutely nothing help me reattract my ex?" That's a good question. I'm glad you asked. But let me first say that I am not of the belief that you should always get your ex back. And breakups do happen for a reason, and so it's important you do that internal work and really assess if getting back with this person is a good idea. Now, that assessment should not happen immediately, because immediately after the breakup, unless they really messed you up, will usually be, "Of course I need to have them back. You're out of your mind if you think otherwise." Doing nothing will help prevent you from A, guilt tripping them, B, begging and pleading, C, it will help them miss you because, yes, we have plenty of science to back up the fact that distance does make the heart grow fonder. Absence does make the heart grow fonder. We have proof. We have data. And I want you guys to take that seriously. It's good for you and it's good for them. The next thing to think about here is that by trying to guilt trip them, or trying to beg and plead, or trying to show them how great you can be, as if they haven't already made up their mind, will associate you, in their mind, with a bad time, right? If you are constantly showing them negative qualities, and you're constantly begging, constantly pleading, constantly trying to manipulate them into coming back, or trying to guilt trip them into thinking how broken your heart will be if they don't come back, all they're going to do is associate you with a bad time. And when they associate you with a bad time, they're going to think to themselves, "Why would I come back to that? That made me feel bad. That made me feel guilty. And that hurt me. And so why would I willingly go back to something that I know will hurt me?" During this time, we need them to associate you with a good time, with easygoing, with laid back, with gentle, funny, charming, drama-free. Those are the attractive qualities that draw somebody in. We need them to associate you with confidence. And if they walk away, well, it's their loss, right? Now, how do you feel like that directly after a breakup? It's very hard, and most of you will not be able to do it, which is why we have to fake it until you truly feel it. Fake it till you make it. Have a smile. If you find out that they're sleeping with somebody, have a smile. It's okay. Listen, that's life. And there's light at the end of the tunnel. But how do we get to that light even quicker? Is we put our best foot forward, we do the hard work, and we tell ourselves, you know what? I am worth so much, and if this person was not able to see that, this is not a worthy candidate for me. The problem with winning an ex back is the very sentence, win an ex back. No. They need to win us back. They need to see that they let go of something and they were crazy to let it go. They were out of their mind to let us go because we and our value is very high. We are charming. We are funny, sexy, confident. We add tons of value to their life, and they're crazy to not want to be with us. And if you don't feel that right now, then your mission is to create a life where you truly do feel it, and you truly do believe it, and you truly are doing it. This is what the self-work consists of. That's why I'm always talking about working on yourself, is because we don't want to fake it till you make it forever. We want it to be true. We want you to have the best body of your life and the most friends you've ever had. And people want to be around you because you just glow. You have this charisma. You're the type of person that makes other people feel good. And so people flock to you and they're excited to see you. And they can't wait to call you to hang out. And you tell all the funny jokes. This is all within your reach, but it starts with you working on yourself. And it starts with the understanding that guilt-tripping an ex is not attractive. And so turn the focus away from your ex and turn it on to yourself. Write down a list of 5 to 10 things that you want to change about your life that have nothing to do with love, because we'll get to love. And remember, anything that you want to say to your ex, any questions that you have for your ex that you're thinking about breaking no contact for, those can all be addressed and those can all be asked when you're happily back in a relationship with your ex. But right now we need to focus on self-reliance and not another person. Because how do you win them back? You become your best self first. That's all I had for today. If you found my video helpful, I'd be very grateful if you'd subscribe and hit like. Please leave a comment below and tell me what topics you'd like covered in the future. Also, if you'd like to do a Skype or email coaching, please be sure to visit thelovechat.net/coaching. Until next time.